She was holding me up to see all the big ships. Then I couldn't find her no more.
It was only a dream, honey. Now you've got to go back to sleep. It's after 3 o'clock.
Annie, read your note.
Again?
Please?
Sure, Marty.
Here it comes again.
Please take good care of our little darling. Her name is Annie.
She was born on October 28th. We will be back together soon.
We have left half the silver locket around her neck and the other half.
So that when we come back for her, you will know that she's our baby. Oh my goodness, now they're laughing.
All right. Do you want to sleep with your teeth inside your mouth or out?
Gee, I dream of having a mommy and daddy, but you're lucky, Annie. You really got 'em.
I
1922. It's 1933. All right, everybody up. Line up, line up. Now for this one, shenanigans, you're all gonna get down on your knobby little knees and scrub the stump until it shines like the top of the Chrysler building.
But it's only 4 o'clock in the morning.
Still get to work.
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Now! Why any kid would want to be an orphan? I never knew.
It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Instead of treated, we get tricked. Instead of kisses, we get kicked. It's a hard knock life. Got the ghost to speak. So it's a hard knock Romeo. Got a magnet. Styrofoam, empty bellies. Styrofoam, it's a hard knock life. Don't it feel like the wind is always howling? Don't it seem like there's never any lies? What's a day? Don't you want to throw the towel in? It's easier than putting up a fight. No one's in when you're twisted like a creepy. No one cares if you grow or if you shrink. So no one tries when your eyes get wet. From the flying you make the space to sing. Oh, empty belly life, bright sunny life, foods are alive, no tomorrow life. No one cares for you a smidge when you're in an orphanage. It's a hard knock life. You'll stay up till this dawn shines at the top of the Chrysler building. Daniel whiskers on my chin. Jabber with the safety pin. Make a drink and make it fit. I love you, Miss Hannigan. Get to work. Stick that fence. I said get to work. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Stand treated, we get tricked. Stand kisses, we get kicked. It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life.
Good morning, children.
Good morning, Miss Hannigan.
Well,
We love you, Miss Hannigan. Love you, Miss Hannigan.
where'd that come from? What is that? What in the world? Is there a child? What are you doing in there?
Nothing.
Oh, get her out of there. Your days are numbered. All right, line up breakfast.
Hot mush. Yuck.
Hot mush? No. Cold mush. And after your cold mush, you're gonna go straight to your sewing machines. There's no other dresses you gotta finish, even if you gotta work straight through till midnight.
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Laundry man.
Morning, Vandus.
Morning, kids. Clean sheets once a month, whether you need them or not. Oh, hey, Aggie. How's the prettiest gal south of 14th Street?
Oh, Bungus, you get out of here with that laundry.
So long. Gorgeous and Merry Christmas.
Annie, you call this place clean? It still looks like a piss pocket. Annie. What do you mean Annie ain't here?
She went with Mr. Vandal.
What?
In the laundry basket.
Bundles? Police! They're gonna report me!
No, not like Annie. Lucky that she put a
day anyway.
Gee, thanks.
Say, kid, when is this orphan's picnic?
As soon as I take a bite.
Apples.
Say, kids, you seen any stray nuts around here?
No, ma'am.
Good. They must all be running wild up to Alistair's place.
Hey, look. There's one didn't get. They're after you, ain't they? Oh, don't worry. They're after me too. I won't let them get you or me. Everything's gonna be fine. Well, if not tomorrow, then... Well, what are we gonna name ya? Let's think. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. When I'm stuck with the day that's gray and lonely, I just think up my dream and grin and say, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come with me. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day away.
Hey, you, little girl, that dog there, ain't it stray?
No, sir. She's my dog.
Your dog, huh? So, what's her name?
Her name is Sandy. Right, that's it. I call her Sandy because of a nice sandy color.
Well, let's see her answer to her name then.
Well, you see, officer, I just got her, and sometimes...
Call her.
Yes, sir. Sandy! Come here, Sandy! Get in, Sandy! We love Sandy!
Next time you take her out, I want to see her on a leash and with a license, or else she goes to the pound.
Yes, sir, I understand.
Now get along with you before you catch your death of cold in this weather.
Oh, I don't mind the weather. We almost got caught. Gotta work on your tricks, though. I just pick up my chin and grin and say, the sun will come out tomorrow.
at each little blooper. I'd have cracked years ago if it weren't for my sense of humor. Someday I'll step on their freckles. Some night I'll straighten their curls. Send the flood, send the flu, anything that you can do to whittle.
Is it?
Hello, officer.
I'm Lieutenant Ward of the 17th Precinct. We found your runaway.
Oh, Anne, honey. Oh, you poor thing. Where was she?
She was in one of them Hoovervilles over the river with a bunch of bums.
They weren't bums.
She had a mangy mutt with her, but it got away.
Oh, I am so glad you're back, you pumpkin, out there in that little thin sweater. Oh, I hope you didn't catch the influenza. Oh, thank you so much, officer.
It is all in the line of duty. And you, little girl, don't let me ever hear that you run away from this nice lady again. Good afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon, officer. Take care. Tilly, good night. The next time you walk out of those doors, it's gonna be 1953. Well, ain't you glad to be back, huh?
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Liar! That's the one thing I always taught you girls. Never tell a lie. Now, what did you bring with you this time? Smallpox? Lice?
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan.
Yeah, what is it?
I'm Grace Farrell, private secretary to Oliver Warbucks.
Oliver Warbucks, the millionaire?
Mr. Warbucks has decided to invite her orphan for the 2 weeks over Christmas.
Oh, well, what kind of orphan did he have in mind?
Well, she should be friendly and intelligent.
Mississippi. Capital M-I, double S-I, double S-I, double P-I. Mississippi.
And cheerful.
You shut up. You, how old?
Well, age doesn't really matter. Let's say 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, 11 will be perfect. Oh, and before I forget, Mr. Warbuck prefers red-headed children.
Redhead, 11. Sorry, we don't have anybody like that.
Oh, what about the child right here?
What? Annie? Oh, no, you don't want Annie. No.
Oh, I see. Perhaps I should call the Board of Orphans
No, if it's Annie you want, it's Annie you get.
It's Annie we want.
Oh, boy.
If you get her coat, we can leave straight away.
She don't got no coat.
Then we'll have to buy her one.
Oh, boy.
Come along, Annie. Mr. Warbucks' limousine is waiting outside.
Oh, boy. I can hardly believe it.
She can hardly believe it. Oh.
Hey, kids. I'm getting out for Christmas. I'll write to ya.
Someday I'll land in that nut house with all the nuts and the squirrels. There was no time to wait until the prohibition of
arrived yet?
No, miss, we're expecting me any minute now.
Do you really live here? Or is this the train station?
We really live here. May I have everyone's attention?
Okay, everyone.
This is Annie. She will be with us for Christmas. Annie, this is everyone.
Hi, everyone.
May I take your coat, miss?
Will I get it back?
Of course, darling. Now, what would you like to do first?
Well, the floors. Then I'll get to the windows.
Oh, Annie, you don't need to do any work. You're our guest. And for the next 2 weeks, you're gonna have a swell time. Now, Cecile will pick out all your clothes. Your booth is through by Mrs. Greer. And then comes in to make your bed.
I think I'm gonna like it here.
When you wake, pray for rain, pray for rain, rain. When you're through, Mrs. Mew comes to take you away. No need to think of any toy.
That's okay. I haven't got any anyways.
Don't think of when you lived, my dear. We have got one request. Please let us do it.
I know I'm gonna like it here. Here's the room in two where I stand free. Get me now, holy cow! Can someone pick me, please?
She didn't mean that. We never had a little girl. We never had a little girl.
I'm very glad to volunteer.
We hope you understand the wishes of the man.
I know I'm
Good afternoon, Mr. Warbucks.
It's good to be home.
How's the flight from Chicago, sir?
Not bad. Only took 11 hours. Grace, messages.
President Roosevelt asked that you phone him at the White House.
I'll get back to him tomorrow.
Mr. Warbucks.
All right, it's good to see you all again.
Sir.
Drake, dismiss the staff.
Yes, sir.
Now, Grace, if you can get your notebook and then... Who is that?
This is Annie, Mr. Warbucks, the orphan that will stay with us for Christmas.
That's not a boy. Orphans are boys.
Oh, I'm so sorry you said orphan, so I chose a little girl.
Well then, I'll guess she'll have to do. Annie, huh? Annie what?
Oh, I'm just Annie. I haven't got any last name. And I'm sorry if I'm not a boy.
Not at all. Couldn't be happier. Grace, we'll start with the figures on the iron ore shipments from Toledo to... What are we supposed to do with this child?
It is her first night, sir.
Well, since it's your first night, we ought to do something special. How would you like to go to the movies?
Gosh, I've never been to one.
Then you will go to the Roxy, and then ice cream soda at Rumpelmayer's, and a handsome cab ride around Central Park.
Golly!
Grace, forget about the dictation for tonight. Instead, you take Annie to the movies.
Yes, sir.
Oh, gee.
What's the matter?
It's just, I thought you were going to take me.
Oh, no. I'll be far too busy.
Gee.
Now, Annie, I've been away for 6 weeks, and when a man is running a multi-billion-dollar corporation...
Oh, sure, Mr. Warbucks. I know. That's okay.
Drake,
Yes, sir.
get our coats. Grace,
Yes.
you'll come too, of course.
Which route will you be taking, sir?
The Duesenberg. No, wait. This kid has been cooped up in an orphanage. We'll walk.
To the Roxy?
Why not? It's only 45 blocks.
Yes, sir.
Ah, smell those bus fumes. There's no air like the air of New York.
Come on, you two slowpokes. We gotta get to the Roxy before the prices change. NYC, the shimmer of Times Square, the pulse, the beat, the drive. NYC, you might say that I'm square, but wow, I come alive. It seems bright as a penny arcade. It blinks, it goes, it rings.
To think that I've lived here all of my life and never seen these things.
NYC, the whole world is coming. By bus, by train, you can't explain the gang
Just got here this morning. $3, 2 bags, 1 me. NYC, I give you fair warning. Up there in lines, I'll be.
Go ask the Dutchmen to come and on the place they love the best. From California, they twinkle their hearts, their fan mail comes addressed to NYC. Tomorrow a penthouse, that's way up
Tonight, the why not? It's NYC.
NYC, you're standing holy, proud, you're still the champ, amen, forever.
Keep it quiet down there.
Immediate seating. There is immediate seating.
Popcorn. What do you say to some popcorn? I haven't had popcorn since. Give in. Don't fright. Good girl. A good night. Sleep tight. In NYC.
Once again, we bring you the romance of Ellen Trent, who sets out to prove that just because a woman is 35 or more, the romance in life need not be over.
Gosh, I really hope not. Good afternoon, Mrs. Hannigan.
Oh, how do you do? What, Warbucks fed up with Annie already?
On the contrary. Miss Hannigan, can you please get these documents signed and sent back to the Board of Orphans no later than 10 o'clock tomorrow morning?
Whatever for.
Mr. Warbucks is so taken by Annie that he would like to adopt her.
What? Adopt? Annie, the daughter of a millionaire?
Well, the daughter of a billionaire.
Would you excuse me just for one moment? Please make yourself at home. Just be a moment. Thank you. Got any more good news you'd like to share?
Merry Christmas, Mrs. Hannigan.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, pardon me, Blondie. Hiya, sis. Long time no see.
Rooster! I thought you was in prison. They let you out already? What are you in for this time?
Some old geezer said that I swindled him out of $1,100.
And why do you say that?
Oh, that's because the rooster, you swindled him out of $1,100.
Sis, I'd like you to meet Lily. She's a friend of mine from
Oh, Jersey City! Oh, Rooster, do me a favor. Get out of here.
So, who was the blondie I bumped into when I came in?
Looked like she had a couple bucks.
She works for Oliver Warbucks.
The Oliver Warbucks?
Yeah. He's so taken one of the criminal orphans, Annie. He wants to adopt her.
Oh, crummy orphan?
Yeah, living in the lap of luxury while the two Hannigan kids ended up on the skids.
What'd I tell you?
I remember the way our sainted mother would sit and croon us her lullaby.
She said, kid, there's a place there like no other. You gotta get there before you die.
You don't get there by playing from the rule book.
You stack the aces.
You load the dice. Mother dear, oh we know you're down there listening. How can we follow your sweet advice to easy street, easy street, where you sleep till noon. Yeah. She'd repeat, easy street, never get there soon. You know, sis, I'm not saying I'm lazy, but if there was a contest for doing nothing, I'd probably get someone else to enter for me.
That's nothing. They say hard work builds character. That mustn't be me. My character's vitamin deficient.
Sis, you need to relax. Life's short. Even shorter if the cops catch up to us.
Oh, Rooster, the only thing shorter than your attention span is your moral compass.
Easy street, easy street, where the rich folks play.
Yeah.
Moving feet to easy street. When you get there, stay. Think fair, we scrounge for 3 or 4. She gets warm.
That little brat. It ain't fair how this life is driving me nuts. Wow, we ain't peanuts. She's living fat.
Maybe she holds the key, this little lady.
To get in more bucks.
Instead, what? Maybe we fix the game with something shady. Well, I'll give you one kiss. Easy street, easy street, and the key. Yes, sirree.
Yes, Mr. President. No, I'm not asking for your help, but I'm telling you that you've got to do something about it. All right, I'll get back to you on Friday. Now listen, Mr. President, why don't we just bury the hatchet and you and Mrs. Roosevelt come over for Christmas Eve supper? You will? Wonderful. Goodbye, Mr. President. Grace, find out what Democrats eat.
Yes, sir.
The package from Tiffany's.
It arrived this morning.
Fine. I'm going to give it to her and then tell her that I want to adopt her.
Oh, she's going to be the happiest little girl in the world, sir.
Get her down here?
Straight away, sir.
Mr. Warbucks?
Annie, can we have a man-to-man talk?
You're sending me back to the orphanage, right?
Of course not. Listen, Annie, I was born into a very poor family and both my parents died when I was about 10. So I made a promise to myself that someday, one way or the other, I was going to be rich. Very rich.
Well, that was a good idea.
But I've recently realized something. That it doesn't matter how much money you have in the world, if you're all alone and you have no one to share it with, you might as well be broke. I was at Tiffany's and I picked this up for you.
For me? Oh, gee.
It's a silver locket, Annie. I noticed the old broken one you always wear, and I said to myself, I'm gonna buy that kid a brand new locket. Here, let's just take off the old one.
I don't want a new one.
What's wrong, Annie?
This locket. My mother and father left it at the orphanage when they left me. And a note too. I know I'm really lucky being here with you for Christmas. But the one thing I want in the whole world is to have my own mother and father, like the other kids, with folks of my own.
It'll be all right, Annie. I'll find them. I'll find your parents for you.
Don't worry, Annie. Mr. Warbucks will find your mother and father, even if he has to put every person in his organization on the job, even if he has to pull every political string there is to pull.
All the way up to and including the White House. Now, Annie, give me the locket.
But Mr. Warbucks...
I understand, but it could be our best clue. We have the FBI trace it and find out who bought it.
Maybe you should have a note too.
You watch, Annie. Someday soon, you'll be meeting your mother and father.
Really?
Really.
Oh boy, I gotta write to the kids about this.
Until next week, same time, same station. Good night.
movies. Come on, get to bed. What are you doing now? Come on and take your lousy hats with you. It's starting to making me allergies stuffy. $50,000. Just imagine what I could do with $50,000.
Excuse us, please. Are you the lady that runs this here orphanage?
Yeah, what's it to you?
Oh, was you working here 11 years ago?
Yeah.
Well, you see, we had terrible troubles back then. And we had to leave a baby here. Right on the front stoop.
Oh, little girl, Annie.
Annie? You're Annie's parents? Gosh, I can hardly believe it. Where'd you say you was from again?
Oh, just a small farm up in Canada, where they got lots of chickens and ducks and geese and roosters. Hey, gotcha, sis.
I would have guessed it was in 100 years.
We fooled you, Aggie, and we're gonna fool Warbucks too.
Oh, and get ourselves 50,000 to big ones.
But we need your help, sis, for details about Annie that can help us pull this thing off.
And, what's in it for me?
Three-way split.
Half.
All right. 25 grand each. But we gotta do it fast. Get the money, get the kid, and get out of town.
You see, the kid's the problem. Because what do we do with her afterwards?
No problem. When I want something to disappear, it disappears.
Ooh.
Good. We get the 50 grand, we blow this crummy town, and then Lil and me will meet you.
Where?
Well, Miss Farrell?
Oh, Annie, I'm so sorry, darling. I interviewed more than 1,000 couples claiming to be your parents, but they were all fakes and frauds.
Oh, gee.
Are you certain?
Yes, Mr. Warbucks. None of them knew about the locket. I'm so sorry.
I was sure somebody was going to be my mother and father.
This has just come by a special messenger from the FBI.
Ah, finally. Agent Gunderson located the manufacturer of Annie's locket in Utica, New York. Over 90,000 were made and sold.
Oh, gee.
I'm sorry, Annie. I don't think the FBI think there's a chance in the world that you'll be able to locate your parents through the locket.
That's okay. You did your best. Anyways, I guess a kid can get along without folks. You didn't turn out so bad.
Grace, do you still have those legal papers I gave to you the other day?
Right here, Mr. Warbucks.
Annie, I want to adopt you.
Adopt me?
Yes or no?
If I can't have my real mother and father, there's no one in the whole world I'd rather have for a father than you, Mr. Warbucks.
Annie, this isn't just going to be an adoption. It's going to be a celebration. And if you can have anyone in the world there, who would you like?
Well, I guess I would like Miss Farrell, and Mrs. Pugh, and Mr. Drake, and, well, everybody here.
Drake?
Yes, sir?
Tell the staff to get spiffed up. They're going to be the guests at Annie's adoption party.
Oh, and the kids.
Oh no, I think it'll be way past their bedtime. But I'll tell you what, maybe we'll have them over tomorrow for a Christmas morning.
And Miss Hannigan.
Why not? Annie, I'm the luckiest man in the world.
And I'm the luckiest kid.
Together at last.
Together forever. We're tied or not.
They never can sever. I don't need sunshine now to turn my
Mudge is the name, Ralph Mudge. And this here is the wife, Shirley.
So that makes you Annie Mudge.
Annie Mudge?
Oh, honey, we loved you terribly, but we just had to leave you behind.
We've seen a great number of people
I expect you'll be wanting proof of who we are. Well, here's our driver's licenses and Annie's birth certificate.
Baby girl, Anne Elizabeth Mudge, born to Ralph and Shirley Mudge, New York, October 28th, 1922.
October 28th. That's my birthday. Oh, Ralph, honey, look, she's wearing the locket.
You see, when we left Annie at the orphanage, we gave her half a silver locket and kept the other half. In fact, yep, that fits perfectly.
Oh, Ralph, she is our Annie.
But what about the money?
Oh, well, we ain't got much, but we'd be happy to give you whatever.
You mean you haven't heard I've offered a certified check for $50,000 to anyone who can prove that they're Annie's parents?
No, sir. But anyway, we don't want no money.
Oh, Ralph, honey, with $50,000, we can afford to raise Annie with the little pig farm in New Jersey. In the country.
Well, would you mind if Annie just stayed for Christmas morning? And then you can come back tomorrow and pick her up and the check.
Whatever you prefer, sir.
Bye-bye, Annie, love.
Until tomorrow morning, honey. And then you'll be spending the rest of your life with us. Oh, hey, pardon me, Blondie. Merry Christmas.
Well, this is...
wonderful news.
Drake?
Yes, sir?
Champagne. We have to celebrate. We've had the most wonderful news. Annie has found her mother and father. I propose a toast. To Annie Mudge.
To Annie Mudge. Annie.
I've lost her. I've lost Annie.
Mr. Warbucks, I've got the strangest feeling that I've seen that Mr. Mudge before, and that he's not who he says he is.
Then we won't let her go until we're certain.
But how?
I'll find a way. Even if I have to go all the way to the top, to the President of the United States, even if he is a Democrat. FBI coming and going. And did you know that President Roosevelt's here?
Really?
Mr. President?
Merry Christmas, Mr. Roosevelt.
Merry Christmas, Annie. Annie, in the early hours of this morning, FBI Director Hoover telephoned me with some sad news. They were successful in tracking the identity of your parents, but...
Yes, Ralph and Shirley Mudge.
No, dear. David and Margaret Bennett.
But...
Annie.
Annie, your mother and father passed away a long time ago.
So you mean I'm an orphan? After all?
Annie. I love you, Annie Bennett.
I love you too, Mr. Warbucks. Now who the heck is Ralph and Shirley Mudge?
Well, the birth certificate could easily have been forged. But nobody knows about the locket, except us.
And the FBI, of course.
And
Hannigan.
And Miss Hannigan.
Miss Hannigan and the children of the orphanage.
Hi, kids!
Oh, goodness.
Remember to behave and say please and thank you. Steal anything. Hello.
Miss Hannigan, a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, same, and I recognize you anywhere, of course.
Let me introduce you to everyone. This is my secretary, Miss Farrell. This is the President of the United States. And this is my butler, Drake.
Look, kids! There's presents for all of us!
Behave.
Mr. Bullock, this is just coming from the FBI.
Now, it all makes sense.
And, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
Morning, everyone.
Oh, Merry Christmas, one and all!
Merry Christmas.
Well, we don't want to keep you folks busy on Christmas and all. We just came to pick up Annie and the check.
Yes, of course, the check. Here you go, Mr. Much, $50,000 certified.
Certified. Paid to the order of the jig is up.
Yes, the jig is up, Daniel Francis Hannigan, also known as
Ralph Mudge, Danny the Dip, and Rooster Hannigan.
And I believe that this woman here is their accomplice.
No, never. I'd never seen those people until yesterday.
Oh, come on, Daddy!
Oh, Annie. Oh, tell them how nice I was to you, how good I was to you, wasn't I?
Gee, I'm sorry, Miss Hannigan, but remember the one thing you told us never to do? Never tell a lie.
Now they listen. Brats!
Please turn them over.
Do you know who I am? This is fake.
Miss Hannigan is gone for good.
And you don't have to work anymore.
Thank you, Mr. Woolbox.
Yes, girls, for you and perhaps all of us, this Christmas will mark the beginning of a wonderful new life.
Yes, Franklin, a brand new life.